if it's Sunday, it's Kingdom Fellowship.
And if it's Kingdom Fellowship, then it's pre-worship.
Pre-worship. And we have a very special Mother's Day edition as well. It's kind of like a post-derby vibe that we're getting up here on the set. And when she first came up the stairs, I said, okay, I like your hat. And I said, wait a minute, it's not a hat. It's definitely a fascinator. So,
yes, it is.
you know, you gotta know the lingo, your derby lingo.
Yeah,
before
you got it right.
Yeah, before you step out and think that you're doing something or giving compliments, you gotta know what you're talking about. But I'm Deacon Garrick.
And I'm Minister Shanrika.
And we are so thankful that you decided to join us yet again for another Sunday.
Yes, a beautiful Sunday.
It is a beautiful Sunday, isn't it?
Yes, not only did we get to celebrate the city with Derby, but today we're celebrating Mother's Day.
We are celebrating the mothers here at Kingdom Fellowship Christian Life Center. And I think on behalf of the church, of course, we want to send a very, not only a very special Mother's Day to all the mothers, but specifically, we call her Mama Tina.
Mama Tina.
Reverend Tina, as well as her mother, who also attends here at Kingdom Fellowship Christian Life Center. If it wasn't for the godly lives that they lived before our own pastor, as well as his father. But it's Mother's Day, so we're gonna put the emphasis on the mother. So we thank you for her godly example, the way that she raised her son. So now he is following after Christ, and we are following him as he does so. So we definitely want to honor her.
It is a beautiful thing, but it's also really, really encouraging, especially when you're a mother and you see what God can do through being a mother and how we can raise our kids to fulfill the purpose that God has given them. And it's a sacrifice, Garrick. It can be really sacrificial, but that is what love is. Love is sacrificial.
Is sacrificial. And we have a great mother right here on the set.
Thank you.
We see an example of what she does day in and day out with her two children that are active in ministry right here at Kingdom Fellowship Christian Life Center. And speaking on that, is your son feeling better? Is he back up?
You know, it was actually Devin, my daughter.
It was your daughter. I gave the wrong. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's okay, but I appreciate it.
You know what?
You know, and they was literally just saying while we were on our way to church that people are always getting them confused at school, like their teachers and their special area teachers. So they called my daughter Devon, which is my son's name, but it happened.
Devin and Devon.
Yes.
So Devin.
Think of heaven. That's actually where her name came from.
Really?
Was me thinking about
I like
heaven
it. That's dope.
And Devin, and her middle name is Grace, because I was it's only going to take the grace of God.
Awesome.
But yes, but she's feeling really good.
Well, good. I'm sorry, Devin. You should have got all the shine, but you're going to get it here on this Derby / Mother's Day edition. So I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad your kids are doing well, and I'm glad that you're doing a wonderful job as a mother, year in and year out. And I know that you are, like, every time they have a birthday, you're checking off, you know, okay, because as soon as we get 18 here and 18 here, then I can get my life back.
You know, I thought like that for a short period of time in my life, and sometimes
I wonder how short it was.
You know, I got 7 years left for what, but now I just miss them being small. Like the fact that my daughter is not calling me mommy anymore. Like, she does it when she's sick or when she's really, really tired. But now it's mom, ma, mama. And I'm like, no, you're not allowed to grow.
I know.
Yeah, like, now she's almost my height. But
she's getting big.
Listen, I can go on and on about my kids, but I love it. And I love the kids here at Kingdom Fellowship.
Yes, we have some wonderful children here at Kingdom Fellowship that might allow your blood pressure to rise and your hair to turn a little gray. But that's okay, because we probably did the same thing when we was young, running around and just doing whatever we want to do in church as kids. But speaking of kids, speaking of Kingdom Kids, we have this new choir. I'm not going to say new choir.
This is one of the baddest choirs in the town.
Really?
Listen, I want to say on this side of heaven.
So move over Kingdom Worship. Okay, or Kingdom Voices. I'm sorry. Move over Kingdom Voices. We have a new choir in town.
Youth choir. They be up there singing their little hearts out and moving and grooving to the beat.
Moving and grooving.
Giving God the praise and worship of their heart.
All right.
with a very special type of pitch and tone, but it's
Very
beautiful.
I'm glad she said special.
Because the Bible
Yes.
says make a joyful noise,
does.
and our babies makes a really beautiful, joyful noise.
They do.
And they're learning. So I do want to say that shout out to Brother Antoine.
Yes,
He does
yes.
a great job with our youth choir. He's teaching them. He's not just throwing them up there for them to sing, but he's actually teaching them. And I want him to know that we appreciate you, brother.
Yes, yes. He actually teaches me too when I'm up there in the choir and I'm not hitting the right tenor note. He'll redirect me on the right path. So I appreciate you for that. But we talked about the choir, so they are rehearsing on a routine basis, I believe.
They
now
are.
we got the third Saturday, right? And then we also have the fourth Thursday.
Yes.
All right. The third Saturday is at 1 and the fourth Thursday is at 6:30 p.m. Now you're going to be at all these rehearsals.
Yes,
for the kids.
listen. I'll be pushing through, coming straight from work, picking the kids up and bringing them down so that
Mothers,
they can
see?
really sing.
Yes.
Because it's a growing experience. You know, it helps build character, it helps build confidence.
Right.
And listen, I'm here for our support. So yes, I'm here every time.
She's going to be here every time. So that's another reason why you should feel comfortable bringing your babies here, because Minister Shanrika will be in the building and she will make sure that they are focused on singing and not jumping off the pulpit or jumping onto the stairs or coming up and seeing what the balcony looks like. We're not going to be doing that
we're gonna
during
be
kids choir rehearsal. So yes, now the age frame, is there a specific age frame
no.
for the kids choir?
I feel like, honestly, I think if you're old enough to walk and talk, you're old enough to sing.
Old enough to
Yes,
walk.
and
okay.
I do know that I believe soon we're going to be branching off to having a praise team for our teenagers to give our bigger kids something to do. Yeah, so we would love it if you guys can show up and participate. Parents, I encourage you to encourage your kids to come and participate.
Yeah. That's one of the dope things about our youth ministry, Elevate as a whole.
Elevate, represent.
Yes, we have a rep right here who is doing a tremendous.
I think that's Eve's. I don't want to flash no game time.
That's E.
Elevate.
That was E for Aaron, right?
No, E for
Aaron,
Elevate.
okay.
And then the 3, because
Aaron, I was trying to give you some love.
But special shout out to my co-director, Aaron Poole.
She straight shut that down.
Hey.
But y'all, one of the things about Elevate is they're always doing something different, something dynamic, something cutting edge.
Come on.
To make it interesting. One of the things I really remember that I enjoyed was when y'all were having kind of your own service in the basement area.
Yes, the
while
Elevate
we were up here
experience.
doing our service. So it was two vibes going on, but they were all connected to Christ.
Yes, and we really are intentional about teaching our kids and helping them grow spiritually, and also making sure we actually provide that physical aspect as well, like, you know, being able to actually love on them and build them up. And just a quick segue, you know, we have Kids Corner, takes place downstairs every first, second, and third Sunday of the month, and we're also downstairs meeting every Wednesday of the month. And also a special teen Bible study takes place every first and second Wednesday as well.
Wow.
And it's gender specific, so we have some for our girls and we have some for our young men.
Listen, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for out of your youth ministry? You got gender specific Bible studies, you got a kids choir, you're gonna have a teens praise team, you got Kids Corner. Speaking of Kids Corner, if someone is thinking about, you know, wanting to volunteer, but they're not sure, what are some of the attributes that are really helpful when you're dealing with the babies in the basement and all the things?
Well, you know? I really like to encourage people who have a heart for kids, who have a passion, to join a youth ministry. It's not always just teaching. Teaching is one aspect of what we do downstairs, but I love to always remind people,